West Virginia couple convicted of forcing adopted black children into hard labor. A West Virginia couple, Donald Lance, 61, and Jean Whitefeather, 62, have been convicted of forcing their adopted black children into hard labor while making them live in inhumane conditions. The children were subjected to grueling work and confined to a filthy shed without basic necessities. Disturbing case of child neglect and forced labor, Lance and Whitefeather were found guilty on multiple counts, with Whitefeather convicted on all 19 charges and Lance on 12 out of 16. Prosecutors painted a chilling picture of the couple's actions, describing them as treating the children as less than human to make them more useful. "You want to know what racists look like?" Assistant Prosecutor Madison Tuck asked the jury, pointing directly at the defendants. "These kids weren't there to be raised as children." According to Kanawha County Assistant Prosecutor Chris Krivoniak, the couple's treatment of the children had a clear purpose: to break their spirits and turn them into laborers. The defense attempted to dismiss the allegations as simple farm chores and denied that race played a role. However, the prosecution presented overwhelming evidence that the children were targeted and exploited. Horrific living conditions authorities uncovered the abuse after receiving a 911 tip about children locked in an outdoor shed on the couple's property in Sissonville, about 15 miles north of Charleston. When officers arrived, they forced open the shed and found two children, a 14-year-old boy and a 16-year-old girl, trapped inside. A third child, a 9-year-old girl, was found alone inside the home, crying near a railing in a loft 15 feet above the ground. The shed had no running water, electricity, or bedding. The children had no mattresses, only a hard concrete floor. Police reported that the 14-year-old boy had open sores on his feet, and all the children were unbathed and filthy. They had been locked inside for 12 hours, forced to use a makeshift toilet made from a ripped-out RV seat. Shocking testimony and video evidence. A neighbor, Brenda Bailey, testified that she had frequently seen the children carrying heavy items, including propane tanks and large buckets of water, struggling under the weight. In one video played in court, a child was seen dragging his feet, appearing to be in pain, while Lance watched without offering assistance. Whitefeather claimed in court that the shed was a teenage clubhouse and that the children liked it. However, Judge Mary Claire Akers stated that the children were targeted because of their race and used as basically slaves, a systemic failure. Lance's defense attempted to shift blame onto the child welfare system, claiming the couple had asked for help with the children's mental health needs but had been ignored. However, prosecutors argued that the couple had deliberately sought out black children from a shelter, possibly trafficking them from an 80-acre ranch they previously owned in Washington state. The case sheds light on systemic failures in child welfare and the disturbing reality of modern-day forced labor. With the conviction secured, many are now calling for deeper investigations into how these children were placed in such a horrific situation in the first place.